Dr. Wheeler's here.
Cheryl.
Cheryl is here, so we would like to help her to make the better contour.
Right.
Correct. So Dr. Wheeler made the great temps. So my crown trying to duplicate it, the temp as much as possible.
Yeah.
Kind
roughly.
of, sort of.
Yeah.
So
you always do a better job.
Yeah, chin down a little bit, so open
The
slightly.
temps that are in it at the moment.
Okay, so explain about temps.
Yeah. So again, we have the line angle curvature on the buckle. You know, and it's closed on the lingual. And so, kind of looking for something similar where it appears that we have two different
Okay.
teeth.
You
without
okay?
the black triangle being, a huge issue.
Wow, this is tough. Ooh.
Yeah, no, right.
So we're talking about the color. Are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, so you can see.
Get a little bite down. Thank you. Yep. Explain them.
Yeah, so here it appears like this one's a little more curved in a sense, a little more straight up and down. So I can't get, because there's nothing on the lingual, I can't get that to kind of match this curve. That's more straight up and down, straight back.
Okay. Which tooth do you like it? Number 8 or number 9?
Well, I kind of like this one, which
Okay.
is similar to the temp in
Okay.
a sense, where, if we built up it more at an angle towards the lingual.
Right. So which is number 9? We have to add
Yeah.
it. Okay. Just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise, if I take this back to make it more straight up and down like number 9, then the triangle gets excessively more open.
Okay. So
And then she thought maybe number 9 was slightly longer. It's slight.
So here is my. Can I have the mirror? Here's my suggestion. So what I'm going to do, Cheryl, can you hold it? So to me, the midline have to be a little bit
Yes.
correct this.
Yeah.
So not only one problem, both problem.
Right.
So I have to add with the number 9 the underneath, in the interproximal area. I have to correct it
Yep.
midline, and this one is kind of shifted.
Yep.
So meaning I have to add here a little bit more, kind of more, make wider.
And then if you look from the incisal, like underneath, it appears that like here, this corner, these are blending nicely, where this is out ever so slightly, so that distal line angle, just curve it in a little, and you could really see it from underneath, where it's just winging a
Right.
little bit
Okay.
on the distal.
So anyway, so tooth is a little shaped midline, and the shape is this one little bit gingiva area is wider than the other side due to preparation. So I'm going to add from start to gingiva, and then move it, and then line angle as well. Turn to the midline, and then we talk about the line angle, and then I have to add a little bit more here to make it a little longer, or maybe cut it, so we curvature like that. Okay, so right now it's good. I'm going to put it back to your temps, and then I have to sit down to do the correct with the added. Okay. The second stage after I talk to the patient, and then I'm going to move to the midline, and then so I have to add here internally. At the same time, I have to add it here. Okay. Tissue. And then here is a little bit under contour, so I can put this. Not only that, to add the incisor 59 with the zirconia, I'm using this. Then you can close here. Nice. Here's already dentin, so I can put the enamel, is fine. Then in case I add the incisor a little bit. So whenever I take it out, I add a little bit more gingiva area, and then trying to make the interproximal contact close. See? Now I have to add it here too. And then here's my distal line angle, trying to match it up. Okay. So I have to move the midline a little bit after I take it out. Then I can make the same size. Okay. And then I have to cut it between this, like this. And then take it out, the crown from here. Okay, so I took this out. Okay, so now this, like I said, I have to add more here, which is trying to close black triangle, and at the same time make a little bit broad white contact. Okay. Add with the incisor. Okay, and then that's good. That's what I want. So first I make it a little bit more square type, and then I can compensate golden proportion between the teeth. Okay. Here. Good. Okay, one is done. One tap. Which to tap here, one, and second crown. See? Okay, so now before tooth was just like that, so I have to add it. So I don't have to add too much here because I added the other side already, but just a little. Give them a little water. Just a little bit here. Alright. Pretty good. Just a little tiny bit. Okay. Alright. Now I add just measure slightly. It's good. Okay. And then I make sure the distal corner just need a little bit tight here. Better. Okay. That's it. Then I can bake with 800 Celsius with ibex. 4 to 1. zirconia dentin. Good. So I have to put it back. Then I can see the midline, remember? So I said this is the midline, so I have to cut it a little bit here. Roll in, okay, take it out, put it back. This is a little bit too out, so I can grind it here a little bit. Because now I'm going to starting here. Whenever I put this is see? So I have to cut it one by one. Just cut it straight. Okay. And the other side, still fat. I can cut it. Okay, it's almost there. Now I'm using the articulating paper. Okay, so I'm trying to push together. Okay, then I'll check the gingiva area. Okay, that's good. Okay, that was high. Here, cut it. Better. One more time. Here. Okay, so I can grind a little bit here too. Okay, still I have to grind in here. Now I have to cut this here. I'm getting better. Now I have to grind this area interproximal. Almost there, right? I really like this size. It's almost get the line, the straight from the middle line. So, but this line is good, but this line is I have the grinding here. Now almost there. Okay, check. Okay, so now I cut it here. Now middle line is corrected, but this is better. I think I can move a little bit. So now I can cut it, the lobe line. The first I have to look at it here. Here sticking out. So I can cut it a little bit, bring it down. Okay, it's now almost there, so I can cut it here. cut it there. It's very important to match the same line angle. If I try to decrease the width, you see that even though I add it, I think it's proper contour right now. All I can do here, I can cut it just like that. So you can see the level of the tooth. The issue is that this one prep is wider, prep is narrow. Okay, regardless this, I have to add here a little bit more and then a little bit more cut it, trying to match the symmetry from here to there, here to there, here to there. We call golden proportion. Okay, so first line angle, take it out, and then I draw here because I have to decrease the width, but I can maintain interproximal contacts here because broad wide contact, there's no papillar tissue over there. So now you see grinding, but still contact is here to close the gap. See? Okay, now here is sticking out than the other one, so I'm trying to match it up with adjacent teeth. Now this is pretty good, but I can set the incision length, same thing. Okay, now I can cut it slightly here because a little bit tight interproximal contact. That's good. See? Now I can go here too. That's what I want. Now, after I cut it this, make the proper lobe, I have to follow this exactly duplicated. I see here's concave, here's convex, flat, but I have to make either one same thing. So, first, to me, the little still tight interproximal contact, so I cut it, slightly open it. Make sure all the way down. Okay, then here is a bulky, so I bring it in. Okay, the other side too. The number one key is set the midline. Once you set the midline, and then you have to make the lobe same direction, same distance. That's the first start. So this one I did still a little bit fat than the other side, so I cut it. I take it out. I know I respect the low, but bulky, so I a little bit grinding, bring it in. So that was good. Now getting better. Right? So midline, I'm trying to tilting a little bit to my left. I cut it. Still interproximal is there, contact. Pretty good. Okay, now I can contact this about here, just like other side. Take it out. I can grinding here. Do not cut it here because trying to close black triangle. See? Okay. Now I can deal with it's okay. Here's a little bit in. I wish I can put this, but I don't want to overlap the tissue. Now I have to cut it here, make it flat. Okay, so still I think I have to cut it this direction. So what I'm going to do, I cut here. First I check more final interproximal contact with the paper. I think still a little bit tight. See, tight. Okay. Now I cut this tooth here. Now interproximal contact is good. Okay. Now almost there. To me, that height of contour is a little fat. I'm going to bring it in. Same as the other side. Be careful here. So you don't want to go too. So now think about this side. This is more bigger than the other one, so I can trim here only, then trying to match it, or I can cut it here, just sticking out. I can make flat. See? Now I can contact here. Only check this. Here. Okay. See, pretty much same alignment. Now you're getting there, right? So this is starting point. Now let me check the occlusion. Hold on. I want to check the occlusion. She said a little bit high here, probably that's what she talked about. I'm going to grind them here. Now, whenever she's smiling, this is it. So, here slightly difference. If I add one more here, then I don't want to make the too thick, the gingiva with the gum line, the margin, and they get infection problem in the future. So I have to grind a little bit more here, trying to match other side, like that. Okay, by this I understood. And then here, a little bit trick. Then I see. Okay, so here's a flat, so I have to make the flat the other side. See, so now here a little bit wider than the other side, so I can cut it a little bit, bring it in. The funny thing is, whenever I look at the other side, the same size, I just cut it a little bit, just a little tiny bit. So now it's almost there that we can, after we clean it, try the patients a little bit, break it, the rope, and then flat. You see? Good. Okay, now this is good point I can show to patient. Okay? Okay, so compared to dental teeth, has a little feminine looking. All I have to grind a little bit corner. You see midlines, fix it, right? So which means it was midline canted. So I fix it. I'm trying to close the gap too. And not only that, I add here, make more wider looking compared to like this, because preparation here is more wider than this.
Okay.
Or I think I see here a little bit longer than the other one, so I could trim it, no problem, right? So this is a little differentiation between the model and patient's mouth. That's the issue, right? So whenever I said, so anything you recommend about shape, contour, Cheryl? Anything do you mind?
No.
See, it's a little bit more. You know what I made that one? The reason is here. The temporary is more smaller and narrow looking, but your teeth is more square types. You see, here a little bit narrow than this, but it's square. That's why we perfectly match is more dynamic 89 the central tooth. Make sense to you?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a lot better.
I can make the family looking just like rabbit. Right? All right, so what I'm going to put the stain. Okay, do not close it now.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to see the color. You can see the color too as well.
Okay.
Sure. So if I put the glazing, the top of that, so I can add a little bit the tint of color, trying to match it up. Then I see a little gray line here. You see? All right. And then I can make the neutralized color here. Make sense to you? Yeah. I'm going to make a little bit fine tuning, and then we're glazing and good to go. Now, the small carbide bar I have to finalizing from here to this. So I change it because this one has a more fine tune, so I can control a little bit better than that one. So I'm trying to make it a little bit better fine tune. Now here's my technique then. So I noticed that here is the texture tool, so I can mimic with that one. Okay. So tooth is kind of roll in, so I'm trying to make those kind of direction just like roll in. So this tooth is probably the same thing. So first major contour, low, rolling like this. Here. I don't like the sharp corner. Now at the same time, I give them a little bit indentation. Like this. I don't like the two out, so it makes smooth. So now it's getting better. Right? Now this touch, two out, low, so I cut it, doesn't make flat. I made a little indentation. And you cannot grind in here, like I said. Grind in here. Better? It's not done yet, hold on. I do have the medium from the Frank Denter, my friend Thomas. So I'm going to use this, is about to use it. So they have the medium and high shine. Okay, so, and then, like I said, I'm trying to give them a little bit tooth indentation. Is it this? Wide and narrow. Wide and narrow. You don't have to give them too much because not many. Not much down here. I think it's good. Now, I'm using this with 10,000 RPM here. So I can make the smooth cut it here. So pre-polishing I call. You see? I can make a little indentation too if I want it. You see? The more texture, right? That's good. So I put the one and then I put the other side as well. Because interproximal counting only here, not that area. So after I cut it, then trying to make tooth shape. Most technicians make the broad wide contact. They created really box tooth. So make the low, but not too bulky. Create another indentation to make the soft looking. You can make like that, this kind of indentation too. This is a great tool. I'm talking about that. Right now I'm going to sandblast and then I can show you the glazing technique. Okay. Sandblast, inside, outside, clean out, metal, surface, texture. So the final glazing. So basic foundation color was great. However, I said we'll decrease the value I would like to do with a basic color, and then the light gray which issue has, so I can apply a little bit. I don't want to put too much. Okay. And then I want to put the halo. Okay, and put the little membrane between the tools, it's not a problem. Okay, the lingual side is almost zirconia. I put the glazing or polishing, but I put the warm color between the tools. You can vibrate it, it's okay. Hair dryers, no problem. One, and the other one is same thing. Actually, this one is a low value, so I have to increase the value. So the value a little bit up compared to the other side color. A little bit warm color tone from gingiva area. Then I applied the light gray between tools because patient has it. That I don't want too much, just a little, and then halo, and then I put the little lamel on top of that. Okay, now it's baking. Trying to bake. think any feel tight?
Uh-huh.
It's new shoes, huh?
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's good. Can you bite? Is there any touching?
No.
See? I grinding, right?
Uh-huh.
Good. I promise you, right?
Right.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you this.
Okay.
The big difference, huh?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Okay, so let me see. So I corrected with the shadow midline. All right, so this is good. All right, right, and the inside edge is good. Right. Any question?
No.
Yeah. That's great. Okay. This is two central shade guide matching.